Second, the pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air to left center field. Span of the run. On the run, way back. He does. He caught it. He caught it. It's a diving, spectacular catch to end the game. Unbelievable. Denard Span has done it again. He saves the night. What a play to end the game. Skidding on the grass, shy of the warning track, sliding on his back, onto the track. And bang, zoom, a Curly W's in the books.
Combs a very good base runner at third. 0-2 the count.
Are you looking at curve here?
Here it is. Swing at a high fly ball, left field deep, down the line, toward the wall. Grand slam! Shane Victorino with a grand slam, and the Red Sox have the lead. 5-2 Boston. Victorino pumping his fist as he rounded first base.
Really tries to save it for Melanson. The 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball to right center field. That's going to drop for a hit. And bobbled. McCutcheon's throw. The runner breaks for the plate. Here's the throw.
Wow.
He is out. The Buccos win it. Raise the Jolly Roger. They waved home Schierholtz. He's thrown out at the plate. The Buccos win their 90th. What a finish.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. How about that finish?
Moss says a single, a homer, and a walk.
Oh, deep to right. This may do it. It is gone. Bottom of the 19th inning, and we are finally going home. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What a night.
A nice aerial look of downtown Cleveland. The A's take on the Indians, and it's coming up next. MLB The Show's coverage of Saturday Night Baseball is on the air from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Oakland A's and the Central leading Cleveland Indians. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. As 2012 AL Manager of the Year Bob Melvin aligns his guys this way. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Craig Gentry will get his first opportunity now. Currently the American League's leader in stolen bases. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And there you see the full list of stolen base leaders in the American League entering play.
First pitch, 7:07.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Out of play. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Here he comes again, 1-2. Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. And the Vilas will throw on to first, and there's one gone. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Coco Crisp will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. First pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Josh Donaldson will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he couldn't quite get it there.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order, and now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. Set to face these guys. There you see the numbers for the hard-throwing right-hander Jarrod Parker. Defensively, Oakland will line up like this behind him. Michael Brantley will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And the bottom of the first will start with a home run. solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
If he was guessing up there, he was guessing right because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Yan Gomes will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Jason Kipnis will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak on as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. Now the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
And he waits out the changeup there as it's belted high and deep into right center. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. Number 10 for him on the year. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Nick Swisher will stand in now, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And this will be fouled away. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Now the shift won't matter here as this is skied out to center field. Gentry is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball, but he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Carlos Santana will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. fouled straight back. Now a foul tip at the plate, and you can hear that one ring off the catcher's mask as he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. Not fooled on the changeup there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
David Murphy get his first opportunity now with 2 away and the base is empty here in the home half of the first. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Fouled straight back. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Gentry is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. The Indians on top, 3-0. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry will stand in here. He drove in 1 of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Now here's a hard hit ball. Caught out there at second base. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Jason Giambi will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
Big swing by Giambi, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
And this is going to be a foul ball. One and two now to the former MVP.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Still down 3-0. Ryan Rayburn will start things off in the bottom of the second. Now the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Well, you see 94 on the previous pitch. Then he comes back with 81 here. What do you do?
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. There now is Coco as he takes it in for the first out.
And if ever there was a guy who needed to get a leadoff guy out to start an inning, this is him. I mean, after those 3 home runs in the first, I've got to imagine he's still feeling a bit shell-shocked out there.
Mike Aviles will be the batter. First offering on the way. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Oh, and he goes the other way with a fastball. He drives it out to deep right center field. And that ball is gone. A solo shot there for Mike Aviles. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0. Zach Walters will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. Oh, and now this ball's in the air to deep right center. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Indians have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, this place just hasn't stopped buzzing from the last home run. Now, all of a sudden, one pitch later, watching another guy take a trot around the bases. That just shows you can't take any pitches off in this game.
Michael Brantley will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning. First pitch coming. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now here's a swing and a ground ball back up the box. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2. Yan Gomes will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Jeff Frank stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Aviles is under it as he puts it away, and it's one pitch, one away to start the third.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Oh, you got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Derek Norris will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
1-2. Swing and a line drive. But a foul ball. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A's are gone in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Jason Kipnis makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this ball will be chopped foul. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away. A reminder that we'll have Cleveland Indians baseball for you all season long on the show as you get a look right there at the Tribe's upcoming schedule over the next 7 days. Nick Swisher will try it again. He flew out his first time. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Carlos Santana will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Now a fastball that's popped up out towards short right field. Quillaspo is underneath this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Craig Gentry will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Fouled back. The 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. But he's also taking some chances with location. But he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Coco Crisp will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed by Crisp as he's set down on strikes for route number 2.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Josh Donaldson will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. Changeup called strike one. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded, foul. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. David Murphy will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Right fielder, David.
Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The next 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is taken in for out number 1.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label. This is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Ryan Rayburn will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And this is going to be a foul ball. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Mike Aviles will stand in again. He homered his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Yeah, and you don't have to look much further than that location right there to see why he's been struggling. That pitch is right down the middle to start this at-bat.
Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Taken there by Lowry. Throw on to Giambi takes care of him, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Now the 2-0. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Jed Lowry will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out.
thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Jason Giambi will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Here's the 1-0. And a good eye there by Giambi. It's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
And he gets around on the fastball here and sends one deep down the right field line. Murphy is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Jeff Francoeur will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. First pitch coming. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Zach Walters will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he's set down.
Michael Brantley will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. Pulling it in out there is Cespedes, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, if there was ever a guy who needed a quick inning, that's him right there. He's been hit pretty hard prior to this inning, so this is a nice way to rebound for him right here.
Yan Gomes will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Out in front of the fastball here as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there. And now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
Jason Kipnis will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Five runs, 6 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. One left for the Tribe, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Alberto Callaspo will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the sixth.
Alberto Callaspo.
And here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Derek Norris will stand in. He grounded out his first time. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. This will be taken in out there by Murphy, and there are 2 gone now. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. Craig Gentry will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And a curveball that time, but it's grounded foul. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Murphy is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher set to take over now, and it's the Washington-bred left-hander Eric O'Flaherty that gets the call. Nick Swisher will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to get down out there. Extra bases for Swisher. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Carlos Santana will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Now a ground ball left side and through into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. David Murphy will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Now the first pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Yeah, on a high chopper like this, probably the right decision not to go after that guy from third. So he wisely just takes the out at first, and he allows the run to come home and score.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Line hard into left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the route is officially underway. It is 7-0. Mike Aviles will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on the way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one. And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Gentry is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Zach Walters will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one.
Go Indians!
First pitch coming. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. One on the way. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Come on!
Grounded to third. He'll flip it over to Kiospo for the force, and the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Coco Crisp will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. And he knows the speed heading down the line, so he won't even risk the throw, and that should go down as an infield single.
Well, that has to be a huge disappointment for that guy right there. He made yet another great pitch, but this is going to wind up as an infield single, and it's going to take away the no-hitter along with it.
Josh Donaldson will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the first pitch. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Coco gets his lead. Here's the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Jed Lowry will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Shortstop, Jed Lowry.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Boy, this guy's got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Jason Giambi will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. And this is hit well towards the hole, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. But he won't have a play after all, as that'll load the bases.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Jeff Francoeur will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. 2 out, bases loaded. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he just gets a piece there, as this is chopped foul. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Tom Malone will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Brantley will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
center fielder, Michael Brantley.
And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. There to take it is Coco, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher,
Yan Gomes will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And this is fouled back and out of play. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats, foul. Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2.
And as a pitcher, you always have to remember that once you let go of the pitch, you've got to become an infielder. Here's a guy that fields his position well, so he's in great position to spear this thing and then get the easy out at first.
Jason Kipnis will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Fouled back. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he waits on the changeup there and pulls it to fairly deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Nick Swisher will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And a big rip by Swisher, but he comes up empty. It's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And he comes with the curveball, but this is grounded foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Here comes another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he's able to stay alive here as the foul's tipped right off the catcher's grill, and that'll ring in the ears a bit. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Another 0-2 home. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Alberto Callaspo will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Derek Norris will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And here's a fastball called for strike 2. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Well, in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot of these so far. 11 for him in the contest all told, as he just continues to mow down the opposing lineup here late into the ballgame. Craig Gentry will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. A's are gone in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Carlos Santana will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. David Murphy will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. Ryan Rayburn will step in, an RBI single this last time around. First pitch to him. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. On to first, and there were two down. Mike Aviles will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. The pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Zach Walters steps in now. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. For Aviles, he's at second with his fourth double here on the season. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Grounded foul wide of first. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for Oakland. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Coco Crisp will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
First pitch coming. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Josh Donaldson will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. This is low, ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
that one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And they'll get on the board after all. It's a home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. 8th home run on the season for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Scott Atchison will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Yeah, figure this has to go as an infield single. This is a great effort up the middle just to knock the ball down. Then he has to re-grip it and try and hurry it on to first. Never really had much of a shot there.
Jed Lowry will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And that's in there, base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Jason Giambi will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Nick Hagedorn will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. First and second now, 1 man out. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Runner not going anywhere at second, now the pitch. Now Giambi swings and misses here as he couldn't time that one, and there's your second out.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Jeff Francoeur will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row. And it's not looking like this hot spell is going to end anytime soon.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 8-1. Good night from Cleveland.
The final line score.